Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of the Coma Recut. Where we last left off was that we basically did, we're basically getting closer and closer to our classroom, the classroom that we're needing to get to, which is 1E. But the plan here is to get to the staircase, which is the far left staircase, and then go up to the top, to the second floor, and then get to 1E from there. But right now we're in the myths of Miss Song chasing after us in parts of the classroom, which is ridiculously annoying and very tiresome, I would say. At the very least, yeah, Miss Song will enter into classrooms every now and then, but I don't know if she'll enter into classrooms that have save points. I'm assuming she won't come into classrooms that have save points, but she may. I don't hear any clickety clack shoelaces or shoe steps, so we should be fine, I think. Okay, let's get to our classroom here, if we can, that is. Oh, coin. Can I examine this lady? Oh, come on, really? Okay, no, it's fine. Oh. I need to be very, very cautious because I hear some poisonous. Oh no, why is she even here? Oh my goodness, I gotta get down here. Wait, what? Oh, what? How? How the hell did I get stuck in there? Oh, there we go. Oh, I see, so it does do things that are like different, I'm guessing. I'm so confused by that. Wait, what? Oh my goodness, and oh, I didn't waste my burger. I thought I wasted my burger. Yeah, I was so confused. Wait, what? It just restarts us because we went through the wrong hole? Oh, that's probably what it is. Oh, that is so garbage. Alright, let me load it back up. I can probably load again, but yeah, that was unexpected. I didn't realize that, yeah, I see the lady who's gonna drop here. I didn't expect her to actually just be blocking my way. Holy hell, dude. That's really garbage. Yeah, I didn't expect that to actually be a thing. She's blocking my way, but I'm not also familiar with the idea that she would be there. Oh, so if I go into that... Okay, so if I went back into that same hole, it takes me back to the start of the area. Okay. I needed to make sure what was going on, because I wasn't certain about what I was supposed to expect there. That's the problem, is that I don't know what to expect there, so that it kind of just fools me up it trips me up very hard, I think. So it was my fault to begin with, because I didn't realize she would actually be there. Better quickly grab the thing. Get in there. Oh, come on. Seriously? I didn't even get a chance to even dare walk. Yeah, I'd rather just take the death. Oh yeah, I forgot that was the thing. Oh well. I'd rather take the death than to there we go. I wanted to grab the coin as quickly as I could. Alright. The best way is to just go in there, not even try to do anything, just hide immediately. Because I think Miss Song is actually already in the room right as I get into the thing. Yeah. So I shouldn't be contesting with her. Also, the arrow did point the closet, which is funny. Yeah, so immediately I needed to like get into the closet as quickly as I could. Wait, is that it? Oh, there it is. I was like, I gotta get whatever that is. Is this a note? Yeah, it is. Let me read the note before we continue forward. Tomb page, my relic. I gifted an amulet to my brother long ago after his untimely passing its return to me marked the beginning of my strange journey as a ghost vigilante. For some reason, its power repels the shade. Without it, she would have already killed or imprisoned me. Written by Sumi, Ghost Vigilante. Alright, well, we're gonna have to be careful here because I don't know if she can come back from wherever it is, but hopefully she can't come back from wherever she came from. Oh no, that was about to hurt me there. Nothing there. Okay, I wasn't sure what to do there. I hope that Miss Song doesn't show up here, but there's no chance if I could, like, figure that out. Tomb page, relics 1. Relics possess a powerful link to the Shadow Realm. These artifacts may be used to enter the coma and move about freely. If a relic's connection to a location's tragic history is strong, then its power and influence will grow. Written by Sumi Park, Ghost Vigilante. Okay, we're very close to our room. Our classroom, that is. Yeah, I had to see if... I don't know if that's her, but I'm gonna take a book it. Okay, there we go. I had to book it because I want to make sure it was it. It's so quiet. The Elvish Shrine is all gone. Let me grab whatever I can here. Board was erased at any times written here. TV's off. That weird video isn't playing anymore. It looks like it's gonna bring me back to wherever I need to be. 5 a.m. It's still dark out. I'm pressing A, but it's not letting me... I'm confused. What am I supposed to do? Excuse me, game? I'm pressing A and it's not letting me do anything at the moment. The killer is on the rampage and the shade's trying to trap me here by ripping apart the school I need to get into. I'm already in here. What am I supposed to do? Game! There's no save point either here. What the heck? Oh, I see. I have to go through that door, I guess. Is it over? Please tell me the nightmare's over. Oh, come on. Vicious sister. Oh, over? Your nightmare has just begun. Hey, what happened? Why is there an ambulance here? Wait, did I get the bad ending? Oh, what the hell, dude? I think I might have not done one thing, probably. Some guy in 1E had a seizure in front of his classroom. Whoa, was he an epileptic or something? Beats me, his name's Young Ho. Well, that's what one of his classmates told me. Young Ho, never heard of him. Yeah, no surprise. Pretty sure he's one of those guys who hangs out with the internet at the internet cafes after hours playing spacecraft, sorry. StarCraft is a typical real game, at least. Oh wow, no wonder. Those guys usually keeps to themselves. I feel kind of sorry for him. Another incident, the school's going nuts. Myung Gil, really? Damn, another one bites the dust, eh? Whoa, is that Young Hoser? You better hope the police don't get involved with this, Myung Gil. Hey, why are you assholes looking at me? I may have given him a hard time, but I'm hardly the one causing seizures around here. Myung Gil, enough. Your dirty mouth and antics aren't helping. How could this happen? Young Ho never had any problems with this. I swear, I didn't do anything this time. I'm going to the hospital right after school. I want to see him. Seriously? I hear people get staph infections there and die. It's not worth it, babe. Stop calling me babe. I'd rather catch a staph infection than listen to another word out of your mouth. Wait, I'm coming with you. Ma'am, please stay here. His parents have already been notified. They'll be at the hospital soon. But I'm his teacher. Then please attend to the other students. We'll make sure he's taken care of. Okay? Let's go. I like how Miss Song's eyes and everything. Young Ho! He'll be fine, Miss Song. I know it. Screw you, Siho! I hope so, Siho. I hope so. He was so close to escaping. And now the relic is back in her hands. She's too powerful now. Siwa has a huge problem on his hands. I need to bring Young Ho back, or he'll be trapped in the coma forever. Poor Young Ho. What happened to him? What's really going on here? Oh, she has the pendant! He had my pendant. Maybe I should call my grandmother. Oh, okay. So I think that's the bad ending, if anything. That I was not anticipating, actually. I thought I got everything done, because I did do all the grade stuff, so the social study, art, and mathematics stuff, but I think I might have made a mistake and cheated on the math stuff, maybe? I think that's the one thing that I remember I probably did by accident, without myself knowing, I guess. Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. I know that I gave the key to the guy who was smart, but that was it, I think, to the best of my ability. I don't remember exactly what I did wrong. But in this case, I don't think I can be able to replay this with a good ending. So I might try to pull up a good ending video, hopefully, in place of it. Or maybe I'll watch it myself to see what's up. Oh, there's actually a thing. Okay, here we go. I didn't even get to see it, so... Oh, God, the freaking background. I didn't tell you to change the background on me, freaking game. Okay, so that's the main menu background thing. I like this one a little bit because it's, like, at least a little bit more telling of the game's, like, thing. But I'm guessing that's, like, the good ending. Like, we get the good ending through that. Oh my goodness. I'm missing a few things. I'm thinking they're all related to the notes or characters that I haven't seen yet, I think. Yeah, cleared with an honest... Oh, there is a fourth ending. Okay. You unlocked ending 4. There's 4 endings? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Clue. 1 objective cleared. 2 objectives cleared. What do you mean by that? Sharing is caring. Some people can't hack it. Oh, okay, that's one of those things I need to do. And then Peeping Tom? I'm trying to figure out what these are clues to, but I'm guessing these are hidden stuff that I might not be able to get to. I like this background the most, I think. Although we got the ending, it's like... I don't know, is that even a good ending? I know they said that that's ending 4. Based on the picture itself. It says main menu, background 6. You unlocked ending 4. Is ending 4 a bad ending or a good ending? That's the question. Sheesh. I want to see if I can figure this out, because I mean it's a shorter episode, sadly enough, because I didn't anticipate I didn't anticipate the game to have closed out on me just so quickly. Excuse me. Wow, somebody beat it. Somebody speedrun it and beat it in 30 minutes. I can't believe it. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating the episode to be this short for the series. And then I didn't realize the credit was also like shorter than I anticipated as well. So that was my fault to thinking that was the case. I'm looking at the guide to see. Oh, I see. So if I was to get the good ending, Yeso could have been... Yeah, if I wanted to get the good ending, Yeso should show up at the door of 1E. But she didn't show up at the door at 1E, so I ended up screwing myself over. Now, the question is, what did I do wrong? That's the question, because I don't know what I did. I think at the opening... So the opening, you need to actually tell on Myung-gil. That's definitely one of them. One of the things that I remember looking online was one of the ways to get to the good ending was because you need to talk to Miss Song about Myung-gil's like bullying on you, and you tell her, hey, dude is bullying me, and then I think that was one of the steps to getting the thing, and then the other 3 steps were basically getting a good grade on all 3 of the classes: art, math, and social studies. Social studies is basically the Mina incident, which we did like a while ago, not long ago from here, where we had Mina talk to Myung-gil about how he's like being a dick, and yeah, and then what else was there? And then the art was very simple. Just get back to the West Building and just bring that art book from your classroom all the way down to freaking North Building, which is annoying. And then the last one, the math one, was the most confusing one, I think. And that's the only one I'm very, very, like, not certain of, I think, that I did right or did wrong. Because there was, like, I think there was 2 paths to doing the math one, which is one of them is cheating, I think. I think was hacking Mad Dog's, like, computer to get the math problem, or getting the key and talking to the math student to kind of give you the answers to the math problem. And I think that's cheating, because I talked to the dude instead of finding the book or whatever it is to write off the problem or fix the problem. I think that's the one thing that was tricky, I think, throughout this whole Let's Play that I did for my side of playing it. So I might have messed up just the one thing, and that was it, and everything else was probably like certain, like 100% certain that I would get the good ending, and that I did correctly. And I think I did all the notes too. I almost did all the notes at the very least, which was good as well. But I missed out on like 4 notes, I guess, for the notes that I would that I missed out on. I'm kind of curious if, okay, so it does. Okay, so I can literally skip and everything. Okay, I don't need to know how to play the game. I want to see if... Okay, I wanted to... Wait, why is she in a different outfit? What? Yesol's wearing a different outfit. That's interesting. Yeah, she is wearing a different outfit. Hey, cool name tag, Yesol, huh? Your uniform's different, yet are you from another school? You're late. What? You're late. Run along, or you're gonna get in trouble. No worries, there's still time to burn. By the way, I'm Young Ho. Okay, so she's playing that, like, attitude of, like, not interested and such. I want to skip over this. I want to see... So that was one of the things that changed up, which was Mina wearing... Or not Mina, yeah, the pendant is what we saw at the beginning, and I totally forgot about the pendant from the beginning of the game. Okay, let me see if Miss Song has a different outfit, maybe, if anything. I don't think she does. Oh, the freaking Myung-gil's, like, bullying bullcrap. I can't go upstairs, so it's whatever. Yeah, I just want to see where this is at for me as a player, for whatever reasons. Oh, there it is. Okay, nothing here, nothing there. I want to see what things would change, and then just go with the flow of whatever I need to do here. Okay, I just want to see if there's anything. I'm sorry, I'm just like trying to speed up, but I can't run, and I just want to save my my energy. I think it was 1E, right? Oh crap, I messed up again. This is like the best way to conserve stamina. Okay. Oh, there's Miss Song here. So Miss Song has the same outfit as she had before. So I think certain endings have a certain outfit put onto the ladies, I think. That's what I'm assuming here, in terms of what I'm seeing here. Because Yeso is the only one who had the outfit change, and I only got one ending out of this game. So I'm guessing multiple endings have multiple saves of some sort. Wait. Am I not supposed to... I'm so confused. Why the hell did they not give me the option to tell her about the bullying? Unless I accidentally pressed it. Okay, I might have accidentally pressed it. I don't know. Anyways, point is, yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole game again just to see if I can get this get the whole thing done in general. Maybe I might just watch a Let's Play or watch a walkthrough and do that, or maybe I might do it myself if I feel like I want to actually go through this madness again, which I personally don't want to go through the whole game again just because of the fact that I just like, I don't know, like I didn't get the good ending I wanted. I know a lot of other people struggle with the same thing for this game, and I think that's also a criticism I think that could be landed onto the idea of the Coma Recut. So, anyways, will I decide to close out this series here? Yes, I'm gonna actually shut down the series since I got an ending. At the very least, I've bumped into one ending, and obviously I don't know. I just feel like this game just like I don't know. It ended kind of anticlimactically in a sense. Like, there wasn't anything remotely cool about that ending where the sister Shade literally got to us. Like, it was such a weird thing because it's like you go into the room and you think you got the good stuff, but then the next thing you know, you come out of the room because there's no other option of where to go, and you go out of the room and you realize, oh, I got the bad ending in a sense, and that kind of felt a little bit anticlimactic because there was not like a build up to it. It was just like, oh, is he back yet? No. Oh, she just sits there. Okay, fine, I guess. And then I'm dragged into an ambulance, and there's no other victims after me because of the fact that Miss Song got her pendant exactly back right after I died. Or got into a coma stasis forever. And so that's why I'm just like, this kind of feels weird and like, yeah, just not interesting of an ending for me. And it's just like, I felt like I have to go through the whole effort to go and play through this game again just for the fact that I want to get the good ending, but I don't get the option now because I don't have that. And then there's no easy way to skip through the dialogue, so that's just another annoyance for me at the very least, to just get things done at the very least. I don't know. I just feel like that's just for no reason there in the way that they've placed the game in terms of designing the whole game overall, I guess. But yeah, anyways, that's it for me, and I guess for the Coma Recut. For the ending, I'm just sad. I'm just very sad that that was the case for whatever it was doing. And I don't know, I'm just highly disappointed with how everything came down to the last minute. Like, you struggle so hard, and then the next thing you know, the ending was just absolute garbage. Like, I struggled so hard because I was like, I went through poison plants, I went through falling bodies on the floor trying to swipe at my legs, Miss Song as well being annoying as hell. Like, I've gone through so much stuff, and what I get is just an absolute, like, atrocious telling of the story for me. Like, saying, like, I'm another victim, and I'm just like, what the hell, dude? But otherwise, I think that outside of just, you know, the the ending experience, looking at the game overall, I excuse me, I ate a lot of hot sauce as of my lunchtime, but yeah, I put a lot of spicy stuff into my food, so my throat's kind of like want to give away. But speaking about the whole game overall, like, outside of me complaining about how the AI is ridiculous, or some of the stuff doesn't seem like very like reasonable like design choices to have in the game overall is just like, it depends on who likes this game, like who enjoys the game. I think the reason why there's a second game, there is the Coma 2. I forgot what I think the title of the second game was the Coma 2 Sisterly something, I think, or maybe it was something with sisters, I think. No clue what it's all about, but the reason that was one of my number one reasons to play the first Coma game, because I was wondering how or why people wanted to how it came to be to get a second game, and also what dragged people's interest into the franchise or the series itself. And I mean, I understand why, one reason why, and it is because it's a 2D small adventure, like a 2D adventure that's similar to uh, some other indie games like Lone Survivor or some other smaller point and click or like 2D esque game of sorts, and it's a horror game as well. Like people who are fans of horror games are always enjoying any horror games of sorts, even if it's bad ones. People still enjoy it as a horror game. And then there's the idea that this takes place in a setting that's very rarely seen. Like White Day is the only one that has a Korean horror game style vibe, but that's 3D. And this one is a 2D game with a different genre, different like story to tell, different like things going on at the same time. So that's why I'm seeing this as one of those like better, like one of the, not better, but like one of the sort of games that people want to see more often, is like trying to explore different Asian cultures, because I know there are other games that explore like Thailand's like setting, and then there's some that explore Japanese setting, which is very popular these days or in the past as well. And then of course China, which has detention, and some other few ones that I might have not heard of at all or seen of. Like there's a lot of games that are trying to explore Asian settings as a way to be the backdrop for horror games, and that's really cool, and I like that. And I'm glad that Korea is starting to get a little bit of those backdrops here and there, which there should be some more of course, and then there should be some more of Chinese like backdrop settings, stuff like that. I mean, I'm not tired of Thai or Philippines or Japanese setting backdrops for horror games. I really enjoy them a lot. I just want to see more variety and diversity of things, because I don't like having it just be stuck to this like sort of genre. But I understand why people develop those settings, because it's their home place, they're from that homeland and stuff like that, and that's really great. That's fantastic. But the point is that I think the reason why there was another addition to the Coma is because they had a good audience following it and funding it and wanting more of it, because of the fact that it has a story that's being told that is on its own like level of things, and I think that's what's good. I think that's the only thing that's saving the Coma Recut the most, is the story and the characters, is that you get to see the mystery and everything. But the problem for me is just the gameplay. The gameplay is not well worth to go through for the Coma, unless you're willing to sit through the annoyance. Like the AI is one of those many problems that I think that this game has, and also the idea that you can't really tell if Miss Song is gonna be outside or Miss Song is gonna block her way. She hears a clickety clack, and it's like, I can't make her move away. I have to literally force myself to go out and make her chase after me to get progression in the game for myself. And so I'm just annoyed with the fact that that's the reality of what I have to face with this game in general. And I think that's why I would say that this game in general, the Coma Recut, is gonna only be good for some people who can manage or is willing to go through the pain and suffering of the AI, or is knowledgeable about what they want to do to kind of get past or get through this game efficiently, without having to fail or struggle a lot of the times. I've only failed a few times, but that's because of silly mistakes at the ending. But on top of that, way before that, I only died a few times here and there because I just made the risk and just ran for stuff. And so that was just not really silly mistakes, but just my part of being ridiculous. But a lot of the times, my frustration just boils down to just the AI being stuck in places that I don't want her to be, or just the fact that she just shows up randomly. There's no signs of or clues or warnings to tell me, hey, she's in the same floor as me right now, kind of thing. Like when I'm walking through the hallways, that is. Not behind like the rooms. Behind the rooms are just like whatever. But like when I'm out in the hallway, I can't tell because there's so many different sounds cues that I don't really know what is the most accurate one, besides the clickety clack of her shoes or her swiping of like wooden scraping of floors or something like that. I don't know. But otherwise, it's just it's the most frustrating game I've seen in my mind, or is one of the frustrating games that I've seen in some of the games that I've played. I know I've seen other frustrating games before, but this one is the more frustrating one because there's no bigger like mechanics. Like this is like kind of like bringing me back to Outlast 2, where it's like it's fight or hide, like or run or hide, and it's like I can't really do hiding a lot because it relies on my memory. But at the time when I'm anxious, scared, crazy to get out of here kind of scenario, like when I'm running, I don't really think about hiding. Some people will think about hiding, and I can see that happening, but at the same time, I think the key thing for this game is hiding is important and key to surviving some of the running away from Miss Song kind of scenarios and stuff like that. And I think that's generally what it is, I think. And that's why I think that the game would work well for somebody who's just trying to hide. But at the same time, it makes the game also slower as much as like how I am doing it, where I'm just sitting in the rooms just waiting for a song to pass or something like that. Yeah, and then of course the notes were just interesting world building stuff, but at the same time they were pretty. There's too much notes, honestly. There's too many notes in there, but I think I get it. I guess that it's to build the story out a little bit for players to understand. I give or take, some people might not care at all to begin with, and so they just ignore the notes, but people just want the items. And then, of course, one of the gameplay stuff that I really dislike is the stamina. Stamina is great, but having items for stamina is just ridiculous. I think health items are much more important than the stamina-based items, and I'm thinking that that's just the most unreasonable thing to have throughout the whole school. I mean, water bottles, I think it makes sense, but the caffeine, coffee thing just doesn't help at all, and it's just useless at the very same time. Even though I just use them, I use most of the stamina-based items out of spite, out of just not needing them at all. And then, of course, bandages and antidotes. Why obstacles at the same time? Like, it doesn't create too much of a challenge. It creates more of a slowdown for a player, or that the player has to waste their time to find items to heal themselves from scratches or poison attacks. And I think that's the one thing I really dislike about having to deal with status effects and also obstacles along the way when you're running, is because you don't have the capacity to run. And that's why I'm saying hiding is much more efficient, because those things like the poison plants or the dropping bodies or the bodies that swipes on the floor are always in the way, and you don't see them, or sometimes you don't remember that they're there, and then you run past them and you get hit by it, and you're just like, magically you're hurt. And I'm just like, why am I like this? Why am I going through this like this? Why am I hurting myself, like that kind of thing. But otherwise, that's why I think that the Coma is probably like worth it for some people if they're willing to go through the pain and suffering of like going and running around or hiding and stuff like that. But at least the game is short enough to make up for those faultings, I think. The game is short enough, the story is there, and I think it's appreciative, and the world is there, world building stuff is there. Enemy designs, or not enemy design, but enemy art design is really fantastically cool. Like the tentacles, the ladies on the floor, dead bodies, stuff like that. Those are really cool looking, and I like the style of this game, and that's why I think it's very greatly appreciated that the art is there, and I love that. Sounding is really cool too. At the same time, it feels really natural, but the problem is just when they're being used is just ridiculous. Or not when they're being used, but the idea to tell you where you need to go. Like, there's an abundance of them, and I think abundance is worse than minimal amounts of them, because I've seen myself where I worked on a game where I used dead silence and people were still thinking it was a hard game, even though I wasn't trying to make a hard game. It's like just dead silence, and people will feel worried for why is there so much dead silence, because that's the one key thing that I think they should have leaned on, as the Coma would do. Developers of the Coma should have leaned on the idea of creating silence and building tension with Miss Song's clickety clack, because that thing alone doesn't bore a player. It just makes the player focus very intensely on that sound effect of her walking shoes, or her scratching on the walls, or her scratching on the table, or something like that. Like, those are much more effective than just like, it's just like sounds all over the place. I'm just like, I'm focusing on this one person. I need to worry about that one person. I don't need all these other sounds. These are other sounds that don't cue for me at all unless I get really, really close to them. And then sometimes they're not even sounds in the room. It's outside the room sometimes, I think, in my mind. And so that's why I think that it's also infuriating that there's an abundance of the sounds, but the sound design itself is fantastic. Like, they've gunned down what they needed to do for the monster that's like to make those noises. And I think that's one of the key issues with that as well as a horror game, is that there's too many things to it, and they should have thumbed it down a little bit more than they should have with some of these stuff. I think dropping bodies were fine, I think, because it pretends like they're the victims of the Miss Song or something, or the bodies that are on the floor swiping at me. Bodies is the thing. Poison Plant could easily go away. I'd say that that's the one thing that should have been removed. That's it. The tentacle stuff was not even explanatory either. That's the problem as well too. I realize that too, just thinking about it now, is that the tentacles and the poison stuff don't really make sense to the world, because none of the shades really shows that kind of like presence. It just shows a lot more darkness, a lot more dead body decay, but not like tentacle-iness. But I guess they're trying to explain it in a way that makes sense to character design, enemy design, stuff like that. And I'm just like, it's the tentacle stuff is just not worth it. I think it's just not gonna cut out for the whole game itself. Anyways, otherwise that's my whole opinion, my whole like sort of takedown of what I think is the Coma Recut. Would I recommend somebody play it? If you have the tenacity, the stubbornness like I do to just try to run through it and kind of get through the whole game, even when you're like at a part where you're just like wondering like, oh dear, like, you know, I'm no items left. I have only one heart left, and I have a poison running on me or something like that. Like, if you're in that scenario and you're willing to be stubborn to like either rewind back to a save or, you know, run through the whole place with that leftover to get to the next item that can heal you or help you, then this game should be fine for you. But if you're not stubborn or you're not tenacious, is it tenacious? I don't know. Like, if you're not like, you know, like very, very like very willingly going to try to get this game done, then this is probably might not be worth the play if you're like that, or if you're very scared of like horror games, like you're not a horror game fan, obviously don't try to play the Coma. But if you're a horror game fan and you're willing to go through the stubborn mechanics and design and stuff, this is for you for sure. This would fit your library of games you want to play. Otherwise, I'll leave a link down below in the description box. If you guys want to see the other ending, I recommend you buy the game and play it for yourself, I guess, maybe. I myself have to probably do it again if I want to feel satisfied with the fact that I got the good ending. But at the very least, I'm probably going to watch a video of it to kind of satisfy my attempt of going through this game. And I'm surprised there's 4 endings, so that's just another thing I'm just kind of like baffled by the fact that there's multiple endings, which is nice, but it's not nice at the same time, because it's like you feel like you wasted your effort in this game for just one measly ending and not the other 3. And there's no easy way to get to the 3 other endings. It's just only one way and another way, and that's it. Like, I don't know the rest at all. Yeah, so I'll leave a link down below to all the versions of the Coma Recut if you want to purchase it for yourself for whatever consoles or platform that this game is available on. And then, will I do the Coma 2? Not yet. I'll probably be holding that back for a little bit longer. I'm focusing on other games right now, but I'll come back for the Coma 2 a little later, probably with another game that I know in my mind that I should go back to later on to finish as well. But at the same time, I want to hold off the second Coma game for a little longer before I come back to get this game completely done, out of the way, to catch up to the series that this game is at. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my mindset of what I want to talk about for the Coma Recut. If you guys enjoyed my stupidly runs of all the episodes for the Coma, check out my other horror games. Obviously, I've played a bunch of other horror games. I would still recommend... No, I'm trying to think. I'll probably put an annotation to the end where it will go to the Outlast 2. I think Outlast 2 was one of the better horror games as well, but it's kind of... This one and Outlast 2 suffer from the same idea from each other, where they were good ideas of a horror game, but they failed at some point of the game via either mechanics or via just story stuff. But otherwise, I think that these two kind of are like one of those juxtapositions of like style of horror games that were good attempts but just didn't do too good in my mind. That is, like, it doesn't reach that mark of like one of the big horror games that I really would go back to always talk about. Like Dead Space is one, Outlast 1 was another one, Silent Hill is another one. Like a bunch of other horror games that I've known in the past that I always will say, like, those are the go-to horror games that you would want to go to if you wanted to, like, have a good scare, have a good time, have a really cool experience with horror games stuff. Those are, like, the type of things I would usually say, but this is not one of them. But of course, it's a good, cool thing, and I love it for the setting and everything else that it has. But otherwise, I think that just the design itself needs a lot more improvement, and also ask for a better explanation to why they should even exist in the game to begin with. But yeah, otherwise, hope you guys in another game, another horror game, another series. I know I've just recently started 2 of the games, South Park, the Fractured Butthole, and there's another one coming up, another horror game, and which I won't mention because I don't know when this video is coming up, but you'll know when you see it. But yeah, if you guys want to check out more stuff, that's obviously the channel's there for you guys to go into. Otherwise, yeah, have a good day, have a good night, whichever time period you're in, and I'll catch you guys in a different video, different series, or something that I've done, or something that I became a part of somehow. Catch you guys there in any other way, shape, or form. So, yeah, other than that, that's it for me in this video and the series. This has been the Coma Recut, and that's it for me in this episode, this video. Alright, Roz.